Willie D Live.
What's up, family? You see the headline. U.S. government agrees to drop tax claims against Trump in broadening of IRS lawsuit settlement. The U.S. government would permanently drop tax claims against President Donald Trump, according to a settlement document made public Tuesday, in an extraordinary use of executive power that could effectively help shield the president from further examination of his finances and legal conduct. As part of the settlement deal meant to resolve Trump's $10 billion lawsuit against the Internal Revenue Service over the leak of his tax returns, the U.S. is forever barred and precluded from examining or prosecuting Trump, his sons, and the Trump Organization's current tax examinations, according to a one-page document posted to the Justice Department's website. The government is also barred from looking into Trump's family, affiliates, and others, according to the document, which is signed by Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche. That document is a separate addendum from the original settlement announced Monday and was quietly added to the Justice Department website on Tuesday. The White House referred Associated Press inquiries to the Justice Department, and the U.S. Treasury did not respond to the Associated Press request for comment. The settlement refers only to existing audits, not further examinations. The settlement refers only to existing audits, not future examinations, the Justice Department said in a response to a request for comment on the expanded settlement. The move comes after the Trump administration announced Monday, as part of the lawsuit settlement, the creation of a newly $1.8 billion fund to compensate allies of the Republican president who believe they have been unjustly investigated and prosecuted, an arrangement that the Democrats and government watchdogs criticize as corrupt and unconstitutional. We can stop right there, fam. We can stop right there. All right, fam. I mean, he's the president, so shouldn't he get special treatment? I mean, I was thinking at first, everybody should be treated equally in regards to taxes, like if IRS feel like, they need to come and check it out, they should be able to come check it out. Don't matter if you're the president or not. But I guess not. And doesn't matter also if you're affiliated with the president, if you're related or affiliated, or you somehow are doing business with him, or maybe you felt harmed in some way. Maybe they'll extend it to the January 6th rioters. Notice I said rioters, not protesters. Maybe they'll extend it to the rioters. Like, hey, if you feel like, you've been wrong, then we can also extend this grift to you. We can make sure that the IRS don't, check out none of your stuff. I do not like this at all, because that means all of this grifting that the Trump administration has done over the past year, all of this calculated grifting, where they've made billions of dollars, the family, Trump and his associates, they've made billions in this last year, billions. They can't be audited for it, which means that if they can't see the tax returns, ooh-wee, man, must be nice. Must be nice. Most presidents try to see what they can do for the people, right? I know they try to get something for themselves, but overall, they seem like, you always have like, an overall feeling that, the president at least is trying, right, to look out for you. Trump don't even fake it. He don't even act like, he say he does, but his action says something totally different. But verbally, you would think he's doing everything and he's putting America first, but really, Man, Trump already told y'all, man. He said it. He said, man, I don't care what they think. I don't care what they're going through financially. I'm involved in this war, and I'm committed to making sure that Iran doesn't possess nuclear weapons. That's all I'm concerned about. I don't care if Americans are hurting. I don't care what price they have to pay. So not only does Trump get carte blanche treatment, but so does his family members. Wow. It's the grift that keeps grifting. Yeah. You know, at first it was hard to believe that it was 70, 80 million people that would rock with him. And you know what? I still don't believe it. I still think the election was fixed. I think it was rigged. I don't think it seemed like it could be 70, 80 million people out there that support him like that. But when I look at his Truth Social platform, he only has like 14 million followers. And it's his platform. 14 million followers and 70, 80 million voters don't add up. That just don't add up. So somebody lying. I don't believe that's 70, 80 million, but I do believe there's at least a few million. There's at least a few million of uncivilized mutts out here who support him. I do believe that. I didn't believe it then, and I don't believe it now that there was an overwhelming majority of people who voted for Trump when he became president the first time around. The level of corruption, man, it's beyond the pale, man. It is beyond the pale. These were convicted January 6th insurrectionists and other defendants pursued by the previous administration who was sentenced. It was convicted and sentenced. And Trump pardoned them. Trump's like, nah, man, if you on my side, I'm gonna rock with you, man. I don't care what you did. I don't care if you're messing with kids. I don't care if you kill somebody. Man, as long as you do it, and as long as you on my side, as long as you rocking with me, I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're the biggest drug dealer on the planet. And y'all know how much I hate drugs. I'm rocking with you. I don't care if you're running a grand theft auto. I don't care what you're doing. If you're rocking with me, I'm rocking with you. I'm going to free you. I'm going to pardon you. I'm going to do whatever I can to give you some relief. Under normal circumstances, having somebody that will look out for you because you look out for them, that would be good. But goddamn, man, there ain't no boundaries. There should be some boundaries to this because people's lives are at stake. And also, democracy is on the line. I'll say it again. A good president looks for ways to serve the people. Trump looks for ways to serve himself. Oh, man. What happened to that made-up Biden crime family sheet again? Yeah. Always projecting, man. They do a lot of projecting. A lot of projecting. The corruption never stops. The document said the IRS cannot audit Trump, his families. Like, who got that kind? Man, say, man. Imagine you working out a deal with the IRS. Imagine any one of us, just a regular citizen, working out a deal with the IRS to not only get off our backs and tell us they can't audit us again. That's one thing. But we get the IRS to agree to not audit our family members. You can't even audit my family members. You can't audit my family members. You can't audit my companies. You can't audit my friends. You can't audit my business partners. These are the people, and I'm sure they got a list. These are all of the people you cannot audit. Unmother unbelievable. Wow. This sets a very dangerous precedent. This will not be the last time a president does it. I say before he got in, before he started doing this and getting away with it, I didn't think it was possible. I never thought that they would allow a president to move like this. I never thought they would allow anybody, any single human, any single citizen in the US to get away with this type of stuff. Never. Ooh-wee, man. I think when they reelected him, that did it. That was a nail in the coffin. He was already trying it, but then when he got back in, he's like, man, I'm finna run this thing. I'm finna run it. I'm finna get as much money as I can for me and my rich friends. I'm gonna get as much as I can. Boy, Hillary was right about this one. She said it would happen. Hillary was right. Hillary was right. What's her name? Kamala. Kamala was right. I'm going to tell you what should happen. Since they're shaking up the law and making things and turning things around and doing whatever they want to do, if the Democrats ever come back into power, they should do the same thing. Turn it all the way back around and then say, you know what, it don't matter. All of this stuff that you did, you gained these freedoms, you gained this exoneration, you gained this dismissal, this money by ill means. You got a pass from the IRS under duress. So that don't count. It's reset, but come on in here, man. But see, Democrats just ain't ready for that because, part of the Democrats include Republicans too, just like part of the Republicans include Democrats. They're all in the same game. And at the end of the day, they're watching this happen. Because like I know, this couldn't have happened while the Democrats were in office, even if they tried to do something like this. The Republicans would have set it on fire. It wouldn't have happened. So if the Republicans can do it, why can't the Democrats do it? Like when you got to fight, you fight to win. You got to win, right? You don't fight to be fair. You fight to win, right? Yeah, it's good to fight fair. Especially if everybody else, if your opponents are fighting fair. But if your opponent is not fighting fair, and you're trying to fight fair but keep coming up short, you're never going to win. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.